Hey, you want to see my van? This is it. Oh man, I am stoked. The feeling I had when this was all built out and I was driving down the road and I had all my stuff in the back very disorganized, just kind of thrown all in there. It's so nice. It's so nice to have everything. It just, there's so much. There's not a ton of room, but there's enough room compared to driving the RAV4 around where I can have everything and I'll have it organized. This is just a very general overview of the one-day build and the stuff me and my dad worked on before I got there. Super fun. I didn't do a early cut for this. It's only an extended cut on Patreon because there's like a couple more minutes of random things that I think you guys would like. So why bother uploading two versions when it's only like 3 minutes different? So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the support. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of just being able to drive around and have adventures. And I'm always interested in where you guys want me to go ride, any trails you've seen that you really love, and let me know. That's how this whole thing happens. It's a whole never-ending feedback loop. You make it possible. Let's go. My friends, the time has finally come. We are going to build this van out tomorrow. I'm in Wyoming on my way to Colorado Springs. And yeah, I just want to show you guys how far I've gotten on the van so far. There hasn't been that much progress made, but I've got a couple cool little things to show you. So most of this stuff is my dad's handiwork. He's been playing with the van over the past few months while I've been out traveling. The first completed project is swivel seats. I've got the driver's swivel seat, I got the passenger swivel seat. Pretty easy process. Even though I didn't do it, my dad did it. I think it was easy. You take the seats off, you put this little spacer thing on, but it really opens this place up. It gives you a lot more room, more seating. It's a nice addition. Must have. The next project completed was getting the roof rack started. My dad was able to find mounts at the local RV store. The great thing about this van, which is a 2019 Ram ProMaster 136 wheelbase high top, is that you don't have to drill into the roof. The mounts are already there. You just need mounts for the mounts. And then my dad started building a custom rack out of extruded aluminum. It's called 8020, or that's the brand name, 8020. And oh man, it's really cool to work with. It's easy to cut. It's easy to like match up with other pieces. And I think we're gonna be using this stuff for a lot of other stuff inside the van, outside the van. A lot more to come with the roof rack. We'll have a solar panel, we'll have a few things up there, but right now we've just got the bars and that's it. And now one of the coolest add-ons in the history of van add-ons, an air compressor. Seriously, how cool is this? If you need to seat a tubeless tire, if your tires get low in your car, if you need to fill up an inflatable raft, if you want to blow stuff off, if you want to dry stuff off, if you want to, I don't know. There's just a million cool uses for it, and I'm super stoked that I've got it. The next piece of awesome equipment that I've got for this thing is a rear view mirror camera. So it's not a backup camera, it's a camera that shoots off the back of the van that is my rear view mirror. So this thing just hooks on your normal mirror. I have it all unhooked, so it's kind of floppy right now. You've got the wires, one for the camera in the back, one for the power, one for the little GPS thing, so it actually has your GPS overlay. You know, if you get in an accident, it has the proper time and the date and the place and how fast you were going, and hopefully you were in the right so you can use the footage to, you know, help you out. It also has a forward-facing dash cam as well, so you can actually switch between those two while you're driving. We mounted the camera right next to the rear license plate, and then yes, you have to fish a wire through the door, through the panels, through the front, through the top, and kind of make it all look good. Luckily, it wasn't too hard to do. Oh my God, this is such a weight off my shoulders to have this thing. Now I can block out all the windows and still see out the back. It gives me a very wide angle out the back too. So with my mirrors on the side and the camera in the back, I feel super safe driving this van around. And just to go off on a bit of a rant about this van,
I really like the way it drives. It has plenty of pep. It has plenty of get up. It's really nice and comfortable. I've been on, 10-hour drive yesterday. It'll be a 9-hour drive today. And I am enjoying it. It feels like a big car. When you pass a semi, you get a big gust of wind and it kind of scares the crap out of you. But otherwise, you can park it in a pretty good normal parking spot. You don't feel like it's this big unwieldy thing. I'm very, very happy with the size of the van and the way it drives. So this is the last time this van is going to look like this. It's a complete and utter mess right now. I've got my security system. All the walls are bare. It's going to look a lot different very, very soon. This is it. The day has come. I'm here at Wayfarer Vans, Colorado Springs. The van is going in the shop. We got a 1-day build. This is going to take 4 hours and we're going to be done. It's going to be super smooth. We'll see. All right, we're here with Ian, Chief Van Operator. You may remember 3 years ago, I met Ian for the first time in his ProMaster City build out. Yeah. He already had this Wayfarer Vans idea, and this thing has come so far. Right. From building it in a 1-car garage.
Single car garage. Yeah.
And now he's got employees. This is a whole operation here.
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, so we went, when we last saw you, single car garage. I think I just quit my day job, but I was kind of doing both simultaneously for a couple months. And then it just kind of started blowing up from there. We really focus on simple quality camper vans, try to keep that price low and affordable for folks. That was my frustration.
Yep.
Was because, God, man, like the only options were, build it yourself.
Yep.
Or it was super expensive, $120,000.
Yeah.
And what do I don't need a drop down television screen. I'm outside. I want to live out of my van, not in my van.
Yep.
Or you have the old crappy, they're cool, they're nostalgic, they're like Westphalias or whatever.
Yeah.
But you're always renting on those. And, I want to build something once, and then I just want to be done with it.
Exactly.
So
that's what we're doing today.
Yeah. So
how long do you think this is going to take?
All right. So we have a vent fan guy coming in. He's going to install the vent fan for you.
I'm not cutting the the vent fan, which is so cool.
Yeah. So we'll install that. That's going to take about an hour and a half. And then as soon as he's done, then we jump in. We'll have a team of 2 or 3 guys, and they'll get to work on it. And total installation time for that will be about 2.5, 3 hours. So
pretty good.
We'll probably be done by 1 o'clock.
Yeah. And see, this is the whole thing about choosing this. So my buddy Alex, the single track sampler, researched and did it himself. It took him months and months, and he had 2 friends, Seth from Seth's Bike Hacks and Johnny from the Crafted Workshop, who are the most handy people of all time. And it still took him months and months. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do the months and months build. Knowing Ian was doing these, I bought this van because of that, just to be able to get it done in a day. Right. And yes, I know you could do this, dumpster dive everything for $5 and just be done, in a day too. But for me, this was it checked all the boxes to get me about 80% of the way. Then me and my dad are still going to do some solar and maybe build some other boxes and stuff. So
that's what we want to focus on too, is because we don't want to be that, this is the end of your build. We built cornerstone pieces in here so that it's all very adaptable. So you can build in things here and there as you go along, at your needs. We may have certain products that are plug and play, where, all right, now your van, you're off on the East Coast or something, and you're like, hey, they just came out with a table or whatever.
Yep.
We can drop ship that to you. You just bolt it right in.
And what version of the kit do you think you're on now? Because if you look at some of the older photos, you can kind of tell, oh, this is different now. Or oh, they do different insulation maybe now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upgrades.
I'd probably this is version 3.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah, so it's evolved quite a bit. We're always looking at different products and different materials to build this stuff out of. How do we increase the quality but also maintain the same price?
Yep.
Because before, it's as a new startup company, you're really only dealing with pretty low volume stuff. But now, since we're doing more volume, we can order higher quality product and much more mass, and get a higher quality product for the same price and then that just gets passed on to the customers
Amazing.
or you guys, the van lifers.
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah, so it's great because to leverage that, and that's why we're always continuing to like version 3. But there's probably gonna be 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever.
Totally.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's get to building.
Yeah.
Or let's get to watching them build it. So these vans here, somebody contacted you, said, hey, I'm interested.
Yep.
Let's get it going.
Uh-huh.
You have a dealership that you partner with.
Right.
Built it out, and now it's ready for them to show up and pick it up.
Like right now we have a 159, so our Walt kit, like ready to go.
Yeah.
So you can just,
Show up, go.
You can't buy a plane ticket fast enough. But you know, sometimes we're kind of at the end of that supply or that inventory.
Yes.
And it may be a couple weeks before we get another one in. But here's.
Okay, so this is the future of my van right here. Cool.
Yeah. So this one actually, they got the slide out table.
Yeah.
And then
sit chair.
there's that wheel well box.
Yeah.
And that wheel well box can go either side. They got a little bike plate down there too.
Yeah. I gotta steal that idea.
Yeah. Well, we can give you one of those.
Yeah. This is cool to see it for real. I've only seen it in photos.
Yeah, right. You get the idea of the dimension.
Oh yeah.
And we know exactly where this is going to go. You get pretty proficient after you do something 50 times. Tin can. And this stuff sets up and is waterproof. So this spacer is cut into the corrugations with the CNC machine and fits perfect so that the fan insert goes right in. I don't know if it's overkill, but it's definitely nice knowing that you can go into the rainforest of Africa and not have to worry about a leak.
So over in the install area, Polly P's got the fan going, but this is like the manufacturing area where they're doing all the different inserts and the floors and the panels, and this is an amazing shop. And they've even got a CNC machine. That's really how they make all this happen. It's just being able to have one design and crank out a bunch of them, and let's see how this thing goes.
One of my mottos is no dings, no dents, no scratches.
Okay, the install has begun. We got Tyler inside. We got Chris running the show. It's happening!
It's happening. We're not trying to do anything too crazy permanent, and like also if you were just like use it as a van, you know, that's not gonna really affect anyone's day.
Yep.
Maybe you do it. Oh, you like to be hard.
I got it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just had to take it out.
It's not the most effective system.
Still working on it. Still working.
Oh yeah, everything's a work in progress. Obviously. You have to tell people do this job.
It's all over my head.
Yeah, but Rob's 6'4" and he fits.
Yeah.
Us average height people, we just we're just there. You just wake up and admire. Yeah.
Because they use merino wool for insulation, we were trying to guess how many sheep were sheared to outfit my van. We didn't really figure out a good number though.
I'd say half a herd.
Rob,
It was 4, not 3. Learn to count.
That wasn't a requirement in our job. Process. Oh.
It will.
You got it?
Yep.
So, center of this.
Yes.
So we're lining it up at the same hole.
The worst part about buying a van straight off the lot is that it comes with options you have no control over. These lights were $400, and I really thought we were just gonna have to toss them out when we did this van build. But the Wayfarer guys actually wired them up perfectly, and now it's like the best feature in the van. I love it.
I keep pretty low profile.
The build even comes with a free jug of water. The water's in there already.
The water is in there, straight from Colorado tap. Howdy. This is a Wayfarer van. The bed platform, which can be held up like this, so you can have an angle. There's one on both sides, and then the best way to get down is just on your flip it.
Yeah.
Go flat. Then we go over to our galley. This is usually where you put like your kitchen stove,
Camp stove,
camp
yeah.
stove, something like that. And then here we have our fresh water and gray water. Gray water goes straight down. And so this is pretty much just a hand pump sink.
Cool.
Yeah, you just go for a little while and it gets pretty consistent. Yeah, you rarely have to fill that thing up. And the way that you get this water tank out, it's just a button nowadays. We just updated this, so it's gonna be hard to see.
Yeah. Like a little camelback release valve kind of thing.
Yeah, 100% that. So you just hit that button right there.
Cool.
Guy comes straight out. The last thing would be the window covers.
Yeah.
So, all magnets, so just goes in like that. It's really fun while you're driving, and if you like take it off, you can feel the cold air pressure come through. It's like
Crazy.
yeah, stuff works. It's quick. It's easy.
I think I'm most excited about that. It's done. I'm so stoked. It went so easy. It was only a couple hours. Went in super good. I got the bike storage. I got so much. I got all this room now. Many, many adventures to come. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.